saying the word wibble. It is a very silly word, wibble, but they are a very useful trick. And the reason wibbles are useful is because they teach you to cushion the catch of any throw that you may do, whether it be outwards, inwards, anti-spin, or horizontal, right? So what we're trying to do is learn to control without catching. But how do we go about doing that? Well,
I don't know, Chris. How do we do it?
well, the first thing you need is a counterweight. I use a 60-gram juggling ball. There are many different types of counterweights. Some people use, and I have used bouncy balls to good success. Basically, the point of the counterweight is to counterweight it, so that when the toy actually spins, it has a nice rotation. Also, if you're going to be learning wibbles, it comes important with the fact that you're not actually holding the poi, you're just allowing the poi to land on your hand. And so you need the counterweight to stop the poi from slipping off. Okay? So if you don't have counterweights, get counterweights and then come back and watch this video. Okay? Now, onwards we go with the more fun bit of learning how to completely control and cushion your poi. So, if you're spinning inwards, you're going to be releasing the poi as it reaches this horizontal point on the outside of your body. This is where the poi will begin its upward cycle, and you can get a nice floaty spin of the poi. So, we're releasing here, and we're going to catch with our palm down. Okay, so we're going to go over. For the first one, we'll probably do just a half cycle from where you release. But from every other wibble after that, we'll be doing full cycles. You'll see in a bit. So, we go over, palm down, catch. Again, remember the counterweight on the inside part of your hand. If you're spinning outwards, you're going to be releasing essentially at the same time, but on the opposite side. So this center horizontal point, where it begins its upward cycle again, right? And so we're spinning outwards, and we're going to release. This time, palm up. Okay? So inwards, palm down. Outwards, palm up. Okay? Again, counterweight, always on the inside. Alright, so what we're going to do is just practice that a few times. So we're going to go outwards, 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 right? Inwards, inwards, inwards. And to start with, you might have difficulty releasing at the right time, so it'll fly off over there, or do a big throw, and you'll be like, what do I do? That's okay. You'll get the hang of it fairly quickly, I hope. Anyway, once you've got the hang of throwing and cushioning with it onto your hand, and you might have a little difficulty with the catching part, but what you want to do is just cushion, move with the poi, okay? But once you've got the hang of that, you want to go from one to the other, okay? Back and forth, 1, 2, okay? Then repeat that over and over again. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, you might be saying to yourself, Chris, what use is this ridiculous wibble that you keep talking about? Yes, sure, I can flip it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on my hand, but I can't do anything else. Oh, yes, you do need to learn how to swap hands, okay? Now, there's 2 ways of swapping hands. 2 different wibbles, 2 ways of swapping hands. So, first one is, and the easiest one, is again from the outside spin. What we're actually going to do to learn this is, if you hold your palm up and just place the poi in your hand like you would normally have called a outside spin wibble. And what we're going to do is we're just going to swing in pendulum, and the poi is going to swing up, over the top, and into your other hand. Palm up again. So it goes up, over the top, into the other palm. Okay? Up, over the top, into the other palm. Over the top, into the other palm. And just practice doing that back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And yeah, give that a bit of a go. It's super fun. Super fun. And once you've got the hang of that, then we can move to the next one, which is palm down. This one's a little bit more complicated because the timing is, it's a little harder to spot where you're supposed to put your hand in. But what you're going to be doing is you're going to be spinning the poi up into the middle where it will rotate, and then sticking your palm in so it catches in this same orientation. So we're going to go up, catch. Okay? Up, catch. Up, catch. Up, catch. Up, catch. Okay? So you're always trying to catch the head as it comes, as the head completes its top part of the circle rotation with this inward one, and also with the outward.
Oh my goodness, Chris, what's that you say? One more really special thing?
Yes, that's right, Patrick. One more really special thing. So this is a concept that I'm working on. I call it contact throws. And I don't mean contact throws with a contact ball head. I mean contact throws. I'm going to expand on this in a later tutorial, but for the moment, what I want you to think of is, if I wibble, for the moment, I'm wibbling from hand to hand. And while I'm not actually catching, I am in fact still using my hands. So, what I've started to do is work my way up my arm. So if I want to wibble, I can wibble with my wrist. The wrist especially is very easy to do because you've got lots of rotation. You can actually lock the poi in there quite nicely. So you want to learn to start wibbling with the wrist and then the forearm. Once you've got the forearm, move to the elbow, then from the elbow to the other elbow, and so on and so forth, all the way up the arm. So I also think, of course, you can span to other parts of your bodies, but the whole wibble principle is still in there. You're catching without catching, you're wibbling. You can wibble with your neck. So I hope you enjoy that. I hope that gives you a lot to work on. I'm now living in Granada and hopefully going to be making a lot more sort of videos. So stay tuned, lots of exciting things to come. And check out the website, www.poidojo.com. Thanks, bye.
Bye.